Hello students, this is the third and last part of chapter 4, and in the end the narrator tells us that the middle void is most important part, most essential part of this universe. There is nothing without this middle void, and that is missing in Chinese art. And this is also where man finds a fundamental role. Okay, this is the place, the middle void is the place where man finds a fundamental role in that space between heaven and earth. Okay, the man finds its fundamental role in space between heaven and earth. As you know, it is our world is also a void between heaven and earth. He becomes a conduit of communication between both poles of the universe. Okay, the man, he becomes the means of communication between both poles of the universe, the earth and his heaven. As you know, man has the tendency of taking birth, and after living his life he had to go a day. Okay, and it is considered that the man comes on earth and goes in heaven. It means the man is the means of communication between both of the poles of the universe, like heaven and earth. His presence is essential. Okay, the presence of man is essential even if it is suggested only. Okay, for some time only. Far from being lost or oppressed by the lofty peaks. Okay, whether he is getting his high richness, or he is getting renowned, or just he is a simple man, but his presence is important. And it has been described in Francois Chang's wonderful expression, the eye of the landscape. Okay, the importance of man, the importance of the most important part of this universe, it is described in Francois Chang's wonderful expression. Means Francois Chang is a writer, painter. Actually, he's an artist. So he has given one wonderful expression about the man, and that is eye of the landscape. Okay, so in this chapter I told you different things about Chinese painting and European painting. The Chinese view of art, it is different from European view of art. The Chinese view is a spiritual one, while the European view is essentially illusionistic. In the Chinese painting, the painter can take the emperor in a cave in the landscape where inside is beyond anything word can convey. On the other hand, in the European painting, a painter paints a fly exactly like a real fly. The master was pleased and allowed her daughter to marry the man she wanted. Okay, one more important thing I told you, and that is Shen Shui. What is Shen Shui? A classical Chinese landscape is not meant to reproduce an actual view. Okay, as I told you, a classical Chinese landscape is not meant to reproduce an actual view. To appreciate Chinese painting, one needs to enter the mind of painter. And the landscape is inner and spiritual. This concept is expressed in Shen Shui, which means mountain water. Okay, what is the meaning of Shen Shui? It is mountain water. It represents the word landscape. The mountain is yang, the symbol of reaching vertically toward heaven. It is dry and warm, and but the water is yin, which is horizontally flowing on earth and is cool and moist. The interaction of both is the fundamental notion of the Taoism. Okay, and I told you about one third element also, which is always overlooked in Chinese painting, and it is the middle void where the interaction of yang and yin takes place. As I told you, yang and yin are the most important part of the universe. Okay, these are the complementary poles of the universe. The concept, okay, this concept can be compared with the yogic practice. I told you this also. The practice of pranayam, breathe in, retain, and breathe out. And the point where we suspend our breath is called middle point. Okay, now this chapter is over. I'll tell you other chapters in my other videos. Okay, thank you.